Imagine a camera so powerful and detailed that it can capture the subtle textures of a bird's feather or the intricate grains in a sweeping landscape. That's the promise of the rumored Sony A7R VI. Expected to launch in 2025, this camera is already making waves across the photography world with its headline feature, an astonishing 80-megapixel full-frame sensor. The Sony A7R VI isn't just a resolution bump, it represents a potential shift in the way we approach both photography and videography, promising unparalleled detail, processing speed, and subject tracking. At the heart of the excitement lies its rumored 80MP cameraair CMOS sensor. If true, this could make the Sony A7R VI one of the highest resolution full-frame cameras on the market. This sensor isn't just about large file sizes or pixel bragging rights, it's about capturing a level of image clarity that could genuinely transform genres such as landscape, portrait, product, and commercial photography. For professionals who regularly crop their photos to reframe shots or focus on minute elements, this sensor could be a revelation. With 80 megapixels, you'll have more than enough room to zoom in digitally without sacrificing sharpness, making it a true tool for perfectionists. To support such an immense sensor, Sony is reportedly integrating its advanced Bions XR processor alongside dual AI processing units. These are the engines driving the machine, designed to handle the massive data throughput without lag. The AI units in particular are expected to supercharge real-time subject recognition and autofocus performance, making the A7R VI not just intelligent, but predictive. From tracking fast-moving wildlife to keeping focus locked on a bride's fleeting expression at a wedding, the AI could make capturing split-second moments more reliable than ever. One of the standout rumored features of the Sony A7R VI is its enhanced in-body image stabilization system. Whispers point to an impressive 8.5 stops of 5-axis stabilization, a serious upgrade for anyone who shoots handheld in challenging lighting or with telephoto lenses. This alone could make the camera a must-have for professionals working in unpredictable or mobile environments. Whether you're walking through a bustling street market or shooting handheld during golden hour in the mountains, this stabilization system could keep your images razor sharp and your video footage buttery smooth. Complementing the stabilization is Sony's upgraded Active-As mode, rumored to return with significant improvements. For content creators, vloggers, or filmmakers who shoot on the go, this enhanced stabilization mode could be a game-changer. Active-As is designed to counteract more aggressive movement while preserving framing accuracy, a lifesaver for handheld video shooters capturing fast-paced action or dynamic environments. Of course, Sony has built a reputation around best-in-class autofocus systems, and the A7R VI looks set to continue that legacy. With its dual AI chips, the camera is expected to bring even more advanced real-time tracking capabilities. It's not just about locking focus quickly, it's about understanding what you're trying to capture. The camera might be able to distinguish between eyes, faces, animals, vehicles, or even insects, and intelligently prioritize focus based on the scene. Imagine photographing a bird in flight, and the camera instinctively knows to track the eye of the subject midair. This level of automation and intelligence could make complex shots easier, more consistent, and more accessible. While the Sony A7R VI is clearly being designed as a stills powerhouse, it's no slouch when it comes to video either. Rumors suggest it will offer 8K recording at both 30 and 60 frames per second. That's an enormous amount of detail, allowing for extreme clarity, flexibility in post-production, and future-proof content creation. For those who prefer 4K, the A7R VI is also said to offer recording at up to 120 frames per second, ideal for slow motion and cinematic sequences. In full HD, it could shoot at up to 240 frames per second, which opens up creative possibilities for action sequences and expressive visual storytelling. What's more, Sony seems to be packing in support for 16-bit RAW video output, S-Log3, and S-Cinetone, a powerful trio for filmmakers and colorists. These features ensure professionals have the freedom to capture footage in the flattest possible profiles and later mold it into the exact visual mood they want. Whether you're working on a documentary, a high-end commercial, or a narrative film, the A7R VI appears poised to offer the depth and flexibility needed for professional-grade production. To truly utilize these high-end imaging features, the camera's user experience needs to match its performance. According to leaks, the Sony A7R VI will be equipped with a $9.44 million electronic viewfinder with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. This means the experience of composing through the EVF will be seamless, bright, and incredibly detailed, without lag or motion blur, essential when dealing with such a high-resolution sensor. The rear LCD is also rumored to be a 3.2-inch multi-angle touchscreen, likely with improved touch response and usability. Being able to flip, tilt, and adjust the screen will be incredibly useful for creators who shoot from unusual angles or need flexible framing while on the move. Another critical area where the Sony A7R VI looks to deliver is speed. Despite handling massive image files, it's rumored that the mechanical shutter will allow for bursts of up to 12 frames per second, while the electronic shutter might push that number to 15 FPS. That's an impressive feat for an 80MP camera and could make it a surprise favorite even among sports and action photographers, traditionally the domain of lower resolution, high-speed cameras. Storage is another key consideration with such large files, and Sony seems to have that covered. The A7R VI is expected to offer dual card slots supporting both CF Express Type A and UHS-2 SD cards. This hybrid approach balances speed and flexibility, CF Express for ultra-fast, high bitrate workflows, and SD for everyday affordability and wider accessibility. For professionals who need both speed and redundancy, this dual-slot system ensures they won't be left compromising. So, when might we see this megapixel marvel in the wild? If Sony's product refresh cycle holds, insiders suggest a likely announcement around November 2025. While that's still months away, the rumor mill is already churning out increasingly specific details, a strong sign that development is in full swing. As we inch closer to that window, we can expect more leaks, teasers, and early hands-on previews to surface. The implications of the Sony A7R VI's rumored specs are significant. At 80 megapixels, with enhanced stabilization, advanced AI tracking, and true hybrid capabilities, it could very well redefine what's expected from a professional mirrorless camera. Whether you're a high-end photographer, a content creator, or a filmmaker, this model looks like it could serve as a one-stop imaging solution. And naturally, such a leap from Sony will put pressure on other major players like Canon and Nikon, likely pushing them to innovate even further. Great news for everyone in the photography space. In the end, the Sony A7R VI stands as one of the most anticipated releases of 2025. Even as a rumor, it's igniting the imaginations of photographers and videographers around the world. With its promise of unmatched resolution, cutting-edge autofocus, superb video quality, and thoughtful usability features, it could easily become the new benchmark for mirrorless cameras. Whether you're an image-making professional or simply passionate about technology, the A7R VI looks like it might be a monumental leap forward, and possibly the start of a new era in digital imaging.